Welcome back to another video on the Agent Aschenbrenner YouTube channel. So, last week's video was a review of the Bourne Identity. So I filmed that review right after I rewatched the Bourne Identity. Fantastic film. But the next 2 weeks after that, I watched the Bourne Supremacy, the second movie, and the Bourne Ultimatum. And today, I just want to talk about all three of them as a package. Because I think that the best way for you to enjoy this franchise, the best way to experience the Jason Bourne saga, at least for the first three films, watch them back to back. Because it's just one story. Yeah, there's like, different focuses on each one of them. Each one has its own beginning, middle, and end. But together they form this just overarching story. And I had so much fun with this. So all that amazing stuff from the first one. We had like amazing action scenes in the first one. That just continues on. The second and third one, incredible action scenes. I mentioned there were some cool hitmen. Like CIA operatives in the first one. Oh man, they just keep going at it for the next couple ones. They've got a really interesting ones, some that are really memorable. There's more car chases. I love a good car chase. And the story just keeps on going. Seeing they introduce more CIA people. They introduce different elements of like the backstories. It has different interactions with the characters. I'm trying to keep this one a little bit more spoiler free. Because the story, when it comes to spoilers, there's some really interesting stuff happens, especially in the third movie. I think, looking back at it after having watched all of them again, I'm going to stand by what I said in my original review of the first movie, which is the third film, the Bourne Ultimatum, is my favorite of the franchise. I mean, it's the conclusion of the story. It's a fantastic film, and man, I just really, really, really like the Jason Bourne franchise. Without getting into too many spoilers, let's talk about a few of the other characters they have. So I talked a little bit about Bourne himself. I talked about Nikki in the previous one. But of course now we also have characters like Pamela Landy. She's a really interesting character. I love her role in the story, how it all kind of tied together. You have Noah Vosen. You have the CIA's director, Ezra Kramer. He doesn't get as much screen time, but there's a lot of new characters that are adding in here. And it all just really works together. And I just like the storytelling. Like I said, it has a good narrative. The spy stuff I love for the first movie, like that kind of like the espionage, like using code words and using like government surveillance technology, like scanning for credit cards, passports, all that kind of stuff. And then like seeing Bourne try to like outwit that. All of that just continues on. It gets even better and better. And the plot twists are great. The acting is phenomenal. Action scenes, I already mentioned the action scenes are terrific. And overall, the Bourne franchise, these three movies, the other two are great too, but the fourth and fifth, maybe I'll talk about in another video, we'll see. But the first three films, they're some of the best out there. I enjoy the Bourne movies more than I enjoy James Bond movies. I enjoy the Bourne movies more than the Mission Impossible films. I enjoy these as some of the best espionage thrillers out there. The only one that the only like spy movie I'd actually put above them would probably be Captain America Winter Soldier. Yes, it is a spy movie. That's this whole thing with the conspiracy and S.H.I.E.L.D. and all of that. Captain America 2. I might have to make a video about Captain America 2 actually, because that is a fantastic film. I'm going to write that down actually. But anyway, back to Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne, all three movies, an incredible saga. I'm so glad that these movies were made. It's a great little piece of movie history. And again, I'm trying to keep this one spoiler-free, so I know I'm not going into too much detail when it comes to all of this, but that's okay. I just want everyone to know that I like these films. I highly recommend you give this series a watch. If you have the ability to, watch all three of them in a row. That's the best way to experience it. The fourth and the fifth one are a little bit more disconnected. 5, I guess, is pretty connected for the ending of 3. But I think like if you're gonna watch them in a marathon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, kind of get to them whenever you have the time. But yes, that is my thoughts on the Jason Bourne franchise. So yeah, if you've seen the Jason Bourne trilogy, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Which of these movies is your favorite? All right, they are fantastic films in my opinion, and I'd love to hear other people's opinions about it. If you have any suggestions for other videos you'd like me to make, like if you have a certain movie you'd like me to review, if you have a certain video game you'd like me to play, maybe give you some first impressions or maybe a full review on it, let me know. I've got a few other videos in the works, so definitely keep an eye on the channel. Feel free to hit that like button if you feel like it, and I hope you have a fantastic day.